In this video, I'm going to be talking about how you can manage your time efficiently. Now, I was fortunate enough that my parents, since childhood, instilled the value of time. Back then, when I was small, I didn't really realize the importance and did not understand the depth of it. But slowly and gradually, as I grew older, I understood and realized that how time is the single most currency which is limited. You can earn the energy back. You can earn the money that you've spent back, but you cannot earn back the time that you have spent doing an activity. So in this video, we are going to understand how we can manage our time more efficiently and are able to be better version of ourselves in all aspects of our life and work. So let's begin. I truly feel that if we want to develop any habit, or why should be strong. So first you should realize that why you need to save time. Like I mentioned, time is the single most currency that you cannot earn back. And all of us on this planet have limited time. And that time has been ticking since the day we took birth on this planet. So it's important that we spend the limited resource very wisely in doing things that speaks to our soul and enriches our soul. Also, if we are not understanding the value of our time, before we start dictating how our time is spent, other people will start dictating how we spend our time. So it's important to be around those people who also value time. If you are friends with people who do not value time, then it's most likely they will end up wasting their time and your time as well. And because your time is limited, you wouldn't want to spend it with those people who don't realize and know the importance of the limited currency. The realization that I had that I want to manage my time efficiently was back in 2019 when I started this YouTube channel and I wanted to create 1 or 2 videos a week apart from doing my PhD and full-time job at IIM Ahmedabad. So I was juggling 3 tasks in a day that were equivalent to having 3 full-time jobs. And even if I worked 14 hours a day, I realized I have very limited time. But that also made me think that God is very kind enough to give us all 24 hours in the day. No one has gotten 25 hours in the day, so that they are able to manage their time efficiently. That is when I realized how important it is to prioritize. It was the myth that I busted that I do not have enough time. Even if you name any richest person in the world, they also have 24 hours in the day. It's just how they manage their time more efficiently. And they've slowly and gradually worked towards a place where they can buy time with their money. Let me ask you a question. Imagine that you have a glass full of dirty water. How would you make it clear? Pause this video and answer in the comments. I hope your answer is similar to mine. You will pour clear water above the dirty water and keep filling it until all the dirty water is out and the clear water is inside the glass. And once you've filled the glass, you will wait for it to finish to refill the glass again. You cannot fill more water when your glass is already full. That is exactly that you need to do to manage your time more efficiently. And how do you know which all things that are consuming your time versus which are the things that are making use of your time and enriching your soul? So to make this decision, gave us a very nice concept called the Eisenhower matrix. He said, I have 2 kinds of problem, important and urgent. The urgent are not important and the important are not urgent. Urgent tasks are those that requires your immediate attention. Like for example, today is the last day of your credit card bill, and if you don't pay it today, you would be charged interest on that. And that would be unnecessary. So that's an urgent task. Whereas if you schedule that particular task 2 days prior to the billing date and then do that particular task, that task is not urgent, but it's important because you do not want to be in that situation wherein you pay extra interest on your credit card bills. So it's important to invest your time into the tasks that are important but not urgent. And that's how he created this 2x2 matrix, wherein he categorized all the tasks that are urgent and important and rated them as high and low. So the tasks that rank high on urgency and importance, you should do them right away. Like for example, your credit card bill is due today, and if you don't pay it tomorrow, you will be charged interest. So it's time to pay your credit card bill now. it's urgent task and it's important. Let's move on to the second quadrant, which are less urgent but more important. These are the tasks that you should be spending maximum amount of your time wherein you schedule them. All of my tasks are scheduled. I've put in reminders on my calendar 2 days prior to any of the important dates and appointments and meetings that I should be attending, or the tasks that I should be doing or filming. For example, I will not film any video on the day of that particular video is going to go up. Filming is urgent and important at that time, but I wouldn't do it because that would consume my more time and more energy. Whereas pre-filming at least a week in advance will give me an edge over my task and make me more efficient with my time. Let's move on to the third quadrant, which are not important but urgent. If you have friends and family who can help you, or if you have team members, you can delegate it to them, because your time should be spent in quadrant number 2 rather than any quadrant. And the last one are not urgent and not important. These are the tasks that don't require your time, energy, or money. This could be good and attractive. You would want to do it, but you're not gaining anything directly out of it. So these are the tasks that should be left and chucked away from your to-do list. So that brings me to the next point, that is, you can do anything, but you cannot do everything. So when you sit in the morning and write down your to-do list for the day, you end up writing 15 tasks and you write it down randomly. You don't prioritize them based on the importance, urgency, and you just start doing it. And by end of the day, because your efficiency is limited, your time is limited, you're only able to do 10 things out of 15 things. And then you realize, oh, I have not done the 5 tasks. But ask yourself, are these tasks actually useful? Do they fall into the category of not urgent and not important? So it's important to take a moment, take extra 2 minutes while you create your to-do list and prioritize your tasks based on these matrix. I promise these 2 minutes that you spend on prioritizing the tasks will save you a lot of time, energy, and make you more efficient. And towards the end of the day, you will feel that you've done less tasks, but you've accomplished the one that were non-negotiables and that will help you take you forward to your goals. So it's important to invest the time into this Eisenhower matrix in the morning. Also, it is my belief that you cannot control what you do not measure. So it's important for all of us to maintain a diary or a timesheet in Excel digitally to understand and evaluate where our time is going. This could be a little difficult exercise to adopt in your daily life. If you are able to do it for the next 21 days, I promise on the 22nd day, you will be super conscious of where you are spending your time and how you are spending your time. Because these timesheets will be like a literal report card or a reflection of where you spend your time. So let me actually give you all a walkthrough of my timesheet that I use to manage to track my time. So here you are inside the Excel sheet that I maintain every day, where I record each and every waking hour that how I spend. So it's a very simple Excel sheet to fill, and it will actually take you 5 to 10 minutes or whenever that you are comfortable to fill it. So this is a timesheet from September 2023, and I have different worksheets for each of the day, and there is a same format on each and every worksheet. So here are all the time slots that I have listed, which are 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. at night, and I also mention how many hours that I sleep. Now there's one more addition. I also track what was my screen time for the day. So I will mention all of the tasks over here. Let's say, for example, if from 7 to 8 a.m. I've gotten ready and meditated. Then 8 to 9 made breakfast and ate breakfast. Then 9 to 10 a.m. is the time wherein I read So I will mention that I read the compound effects for 40 minutes or so, or I will mention the pages that I read, 20 pages. Like that, I will record each and every task that I did in this particular Excel sheet towards the end of the day. It's very simple, and when I have to record for the next day, I simply just duplicate it and give it a different date, 27th Wednesday, and I delete all of these tasks. So I have a new Excel sheet ready to capture everything that I did on that particular day. That's how simple it is, and towards the end of every week on a Sunday, I sit down and evaluate all of my Excel sheets and ask myself, did I spend my time wisely? So it's important for me to do this exercise to make me understand that if I am moving towards the goal that I have set for myself. One more hack that actually helps me track time and manage the time efficiently is always have a watch on. I either have my Apple Watch or my normal watch always on my wrist so that I can track time. So in my to-do list, in front of the task that I have recorded, I also write down the time it took me to complete that particular task. So that's all that I do to manage my time more efficiently, and I'm able to do multiple things that helps me become the better version of myself. It helps me be better at work, better at maintaining relationships, better with my health, and better at every activity. So yeah, that was it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video till the very end. And I hope this video was useful for you. You found out some tips that you could apply in your daily life and be more efficient with your time. I will see you in another video very soon. Till then, bye-bye.